That's right. So we are at the Casa Grande National Monument, prehistoric ruins. I'm gonna walk up there if I can. I'm not sure if I can. And we are near Coolidge. And I suppose most people come to Coolidge for the ruins. Check that. Right out there is a white egret. I would never have expected to see that in the desert. Would you? And it's right here by the ruins. Okay, so we're heading up to take a look at these ruins. Let me give you a little information while we're driving through the road that takes you up to the ruins. And it's a very nice display, well worth your time. I would suggest you leave ample time so you can go through the museum, which you'll see a little bit here in this video, but I don't go into any detail because I want you to be able to enjoy it. But the Hohokam, which is a made-up name, is a prehistoric Native American culture that thrived in the Sonoran Desert of central Arizona from roughly 300 AD to 1400 AD. And they were known for their advanced irrigation systems, which they used the waterway from the Salt and Gila Rivers. They were prominent culture that should have greater recognition, because this irrigation canal system that they developed is still the same kind of canal system that is used throughout the Phoenix area and the Phoenix greater area, and people from all over the world came in and studied it, and it's used in a lot of places. So they were skilled farmers, and with this sophisticated irrigation system, they were able to cultivate crops in this arid desert environment. They grew corn, beans, squash, cotton, and also, of course, harvested wild plants. Their houses were called pit houses, later supplemented by adobe structures, which is kind of what we're looking at. They also built these large ball courts and played a version of Mesoamerican ball game. Isn't that interesting? And of course they produced beautiful jewelry and pottery, some of which you'll see in this video from the artifacts that are in the museum here. And then the decline of the culture sometime in the 14th century was probably due to environmental factors, drought, flooding, warfare. Nobody really knows. And of course, descendants from this original tribe are the Pima and Tahanto O'Dottam people. So the Casa Grande platform mound is a part of the Arizona Museum of Natural History. And they also used agave for food, clothing, and other purposes. So they had extensive canals, some as long as 10 miles, to irrigate their field. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this video and learn something about this culture, and maybe stimulate your interest. It stimulated mine. I wish I was a better historian for these videos, but I'm not. I just try to give you what I find, and maybe piques your interest. Well, there's lots of historical information in here.
Take a detour and go way hundreds of miles out of their way to go into another entry point into the community.
So this is a sacred place. I don't feel real comfortable talking much because it is a sacred place, and some of the natives still come here to appreciate that. It is kind of odd to think that these people lived out here when it's like in the middle of the desert with nothing around, really. Well, they've done a lot to preserve that. So, engineered to last. Picture the effort and skills needed to build something the size of the Casa Grande without modern power tools, wheels, beasts of burdens, or support frames. Kind of interesting. Let's see. You guys can read this if you're interested. They use the desert soil, of course. Interesting. Can't imagine that it could have actually even lasted all these years. I think it's okay for me to be this close. Am I allowed to go up here?
Yeah, you can go up the stairs and take a peek.
Okay. This is blocked off, but the ranger said I could take a peek. They've had to do a lot to keep this held together.
See anything cool?
You can go look through there.
Is it nice?
and get a little comparison of the person standing there. Here's a close-up of the stone. I'm going to head toward the museum and show you a little bit more of the museum. I was pretty much in awe over this. There's kind of a really special feeling about being in such a place. I'd highly recommend this trip. And here's highlights from the museum. Actually, I didn't take too many pictures in the museum. I think it's, I don't want to spoil your adventure when you arrive. Our next trip is to Coolidge, which is just down the road. It's a very interesting town. I think you'll enjoy that too, so watch for that video coming up. Oh, this was really an interesting stop. Anybody interested in ancient history, Native American cultures, definitely this is a place to come. Now, here's some highlights of Coolidge. It too has some interesting history, so watch for this video. Thanks for watching Travels with Lucky.